Greetings. This is Black Light. We're still building on Black Power, and we're still talking about nature versus that dollar. Uh, we got to stop mainly falling for these tricks, stop being suckers to the system. Caucasians use simple psychology on us, reverse psychology, and we always falling for it. So tricknology is one of his weapons. It was main weapon, really. That's his base weapon. So we got to stop being suckers and stop falling for these tricks, because tricks are for children or tricks are for kids. And we got to stop being kids and be mature adults. He classified us as minority minors because we don't use our adult brain to solve these problems. And so one way he is using us is he uses or tricks us out of our own minds. And we got to stop focusing on the after effects, because he's picking us off one at a time. And just like, for example, the Amber Geiger trial, this young man, his name was Brown. Mr. Brown was murdered. So we are coming on with why we think the brother's murder is murder. Now I got my own perspective. I'm going to give it at a later date. But, it's like the Nipsey Hussle trial. They went closed trial on that, so we can't comment on that too much. But I always say that we got to have committees from the hood that investigate the police and their interactions with the brothers and sisters in the hood or urban or the ghetto, however you want to say it. We got to make them accountable for these mishaps or suspicious deaths. But we're talking about how they use us against each other and keeping us divided also. And YouTube play a big part in that, keeping us divided. For one thing, we are trying to get that dollar. And we are dividing on that. If a guy making more money or having more subscribers and making more money, then the next guy, they attack each other in some kind of way. And that's why you can't accuse me of fishing for dollars. I'm not going. You see, I ain't got to have all the money in the world. I depend on the universe to take care of me. See, the universe take care of righteous brothers. You ain't got to go, righteous brothers and sisters. You ain't got to use no shortcuts, or you ain't got to try to beg the Caucasian, the Caucasoid, for his cheese, on your knees begging for his cheese, because our Father is the creator of all of this. Now the white man, he the creator of this system, which this system is an illusion. Now, let me ask you, yes, see, reason why I know that we worried about the brother down the street ripping us off. But let me tell you who really ripping you off. Now, they found lead. They keep finding lead in the water up here in Detroit. And they blaming it on the old water system. They want to change our pipes, but they can't find the money to change out these pipes. Why? They got military bases all over the planet. You know, money going to that your tax dollars pay for. Money going to crooked politicians because we pay their salary. Money going to crooked police, we pay their salary. We send a couple of $1 billion over to Israel every year, and we can't find money. The only way they can find money to fix up the infrastructure or the streets or the roads or the bridges or the water pipes or whatever is tax you. Now all y'all fools gonna go and vote, and the same results gonna happen over and over again. Y'all voting for the lesser of two evil. They all evil. And just because you got a black face up in the place in Washington don't mean that he down for his people. He just got a job. Just like these brothers on YouTube talk black and looking for, a paycheck. That's why I don't my subscribers, I don't say, only thing I want y'all to do is hit that like button. And I don't usually be harping on that, but I gotta wake up the people, because the people don't, y'all don't think like I think. That's why we keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. I was raised by a different father, you know. And most of y'all rejected the father that I'm raised by to this very day. I gotta admit that some of my brothers, they were raised by the same father, but they acted other than themselves. They done went back crazy because our fathers are no longer with us, or we don't see them. And so just because we don't see them, don't mean they ain't here. They're here. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad is here. His word is here. And we don't know where Master Farad is at, but he's supposed to live to be 400 years. And it's 400 years ain't up with us. But he know all about how to use telepathy. He got that kind of knowledge. He know how to put an idea in your head. And he know how to stop your heart from beating. But he wants you to grow up into the power of your own self. He want us to grow up to be like him. He want us to be a chip off the old block. And he don't want to give it to us We got to work. He gave it to us, but we got to work for it. So we got to use the little mind we got left in order to obtain where he's at, the level that he's on. A lot of y'all ain't gonna understand where I'm coming from because y'all wasn't raised by the same father. Y'all was raised by Uncle Sam, you know, and your people were raised by Uncle Sam. But let me run it like this before we close out. They're stealing your tax. They're stealing. Uh, you give them tax money, and they don't fix up the schools. They don't fix up the roads. They don't fix up the infrastructure. Your money going to the military, whatever little fake money that is, and it's going to Israel. So this is what you depend on. You depend on this fake money. But Jesus told you you ain't got to worry about, that clothes or nothing. Because if Allah clothes the lilies of the field and gives them a raiment, then he'll clothe you. He'll clothe you. But you got to be righteous. This is Black Light. We running out of time on this one. But we always going to come back talking black.